So what's up, everybody? Gonna do a live stream right quick. Haven't done one of these in a while. Last time I did a live stream, I believe it was with Brandon. Gonna wait a couple of minutes to see if anybody's gonna show up here. I was gonna do this yesterday, but something ended up coming up, so ended up having to cancel. So I didn't really give you guys much of an update. I just ended up having some stuff free up tonight. Ended up having some plans that I thought I was gonna have. So I have some extra time, and I wanted to spend a little bit of time checking out the new Parfums vintage spring line. And I've heard a little bit about these, but not a lot. I've kind of heard what they've, some of them are sort of, you can just kind of tell by the name what they're supposed to be. But other ones, it's just like, you have to like kind of guess after you smell it. Because when I get these in the mail, sometimes they'll send me some of their new stuff, and I don't really know what to expect. Sometimes I'll get like a little bit of paperwork from them, explaining what the notes are and what to expect from them. But typically I don't. I'll have to contact them after I receive them and kind of get an idea of what, if they're not on the website yet. Sometimes they won't be on the website with all the notes and stuff because they're so brand new. But a lot of times I can just smell them and kind of pick what they are, without having to actually look at the notes and stuff. So I want to take this opportunity to go live because I never go live on this channel. I really wish I would do that more. I think it's kind of cool interacting with the fans or with the other fragrance community folks out there. So I mean, feel free to ask a question. I don't know how this really thing works. I don't know if there's any I'm again pretty new to this. If there's any subscribers that are watching, I just wanted to briefly do a first impression on these. We do have these that are in the samples here. So we have Aqua Intense. I also have Aqua, the original here. I have Isla Tropical and Isla Tropical Privé. If you guys want to guess what these are before I actually smell them, you guys, just for the name, you can in the comments. There's one called Pour Homme, which I'm a little intrigued by this one because, it's pretty vague. Pour Homme. I don't know if this is maybe their first original, fragrance. This is, maybe something they're trying a hand at, an original creation maybe. And we have Citrus Number 1 and Citrus Number 1 Intense. And I believe I know what this one is. I heard what this one's supposed to be, but I'm gonna wait till I try them. We have Alpine Winds and Alpine Winds Intense. These here, I don't have the little sample package for those. And we have SOU 22, SOU 22 and 20. I don't know what that stands for. When I first smelled the nozzle, it had a bit of like a watermelon kind of saltiness to it. So I thought maybe it was going to be something of unicorns, like Rush of Unicorns. Maybe this might be a different version of that. Don't know. Maybe you guys can help me in the comments. So I haven't tried the new Aventus cologne yet. I didn't see who asked that, but I briefly I briefly saw that question. But yeah, I haven't tried that one yet. I don't think it's at my Neiman's yet. Looking forward to trying it. Kind of funny how it's supposed to be. It's a cologne, but it's a parfum, I think. So I'm not really sure how they classify that because I know there's different classifications of different strength of fragrance. But this one is supposed to be, the new Aventus is supposed to be cologne intense or something like that. Cologne parfum on intense. I can't remember. I remember I commented in one of the groups on Facebook about that. I thought it was kind of funny how they're sort of, you think you get like, I don't know, you think you get an idea of what certain concentrations mean, and then they sort of just change it all around. So I'm just going to leave that up to them. But yeah, so we're going to try some of these out. So I think we should start with, I have some sample strips here. I'm going to start with ones. Now, I did try a couple of these already, so I'm going to wait till the end for those. I'm going to do the ones that I for sure haven't tried yet. And this is Isla Tropical, and I can just tell by the name, it's going to be Virgin Island water. I can already tell. And if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But, Parfums Vintage makes a lot of Creed fragrances. But they do a good job. You guys think, because I'm a reviewer and they send me stuff, it's sponsored by them, that I just kind of side with them. No, their stuff's really good. And they're probably, uh, number one in my clone like house category for like quality. Um, and if you know, if you guys are, if you compare their prices for retail, it's way less. I mean, I understand that some people out there, you know, just they think they charge too much or whatever for a 50 ml bottle or a 100 ml bottle. But you know, honestly, if you think about it, if you're paying Neiman's prices versus their price, it's a lot cheaper. I do like Al Haramain as well. Al Haramain is a pretty decent house. They make some pretty good stuff. I've been surprised by the quality of some of their fragrances. Uh, let's see here. Let's see. Trying to see if I can change the settings here so I can see y'all's comments on screen. But okay, so we're gonna start with Isla Tropical. I believe someone mentioned that one. So this is gonna be the original. There is a Privé version. That's, it wasn't intense. It was Isla Tropical Privé. Um, and guys, I don't have the notes in front of me. I just want to let you guys know what I think of these. And then I'm sure I'll do whichever ones I like best. I'll probably end up picking a couple of these, and then I'll do a full review on those later on. This is again, just want to take an opportunity to talk to you guys live. I don't do live streams often, and also want to give you guys first impressions of these new Parfums vintage fragrances. So yeah, Isla Tropical. Let's check it out. Gotta Actually, here's what I do. I don't know if I never see other people doing this, but whenever I go to perfume places, I always cut these in half so I can save. I always feel like I'm gonna run out because sometimes I can be at these perfume shops for like hours, and so I always feel bad like using up all their test strips. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this one in half. And I also, what I do, and I'm sure you guys do the same thing. I'll spray this one and I'll set this one in front of the bottle. That way I can remember which one. I don't tend to carry a pen with me, which is probably the smartest thing to do. Is to carry a pen, and just kind of write down the name of it on the actual thing. But yeah, so Isla Tropical, here we go. Yeah. So yeah, definitely Virgin Island water. Yeah, this one's really nice. It's very fresh, a lot of lime. I know that, I believe his name is Damien. I believe when he makes his clones, he pays attention to what's popular in the community. So and like what's cool like with batches and stuff. So I hear people say, oh, I want a version of Virgin Island water with like a lot of lime and not so much coconut. And apparently there's different batches of that stuff. It's not talked about as much as Aventus is, but apparently, and that makes sense. If Aventus is going to get different batch variations, I'm pretty sure that all of their fragrances are going to get batch variations as well. I mean, I'm sure the ingredients aren't there all the time, and they got to change some stuff up. But yeah, this one's really nice. This is definitely Virgin Island water. This one's very lime heavy. Definitely getting the coconut. And I'm assuming since there's two of them, a Privé, it's going to have more of something in it because it is a Creed. But yeah, this is definitely lime heavy. It's a little salty too. Like there's some ambergris or something in here. It's very sea salty. It's fresh. Now, I haven't tried Virgin Island water in quite a long time. I haven't tried Virgin Island water in forever because it's not one of my favorites. But I do like it, and yeah, this is nice. Definitely quality in this one. It's very sharp. It's very bright. I think this one, for fans of Virgin Island water, I think this is going to be a hit because it's very close, but it's very fresh. It's not. My biggest problem with Virgin Island water. My biggest problem with Virgin Island water was it was too like coconutty for me. It kind of reminded me a little bit too much of suntan lotion, and so that kind of threw me off. This one's a little bit fresher. I don't know what's in it. Again, I don't have the notes for these guys, but this is very, very fresh as well. Lime heavy, fresh, coconut in the back. So that's Isla Tropical. Tropical. I don't know how you guys want to pronounce it. I'm gonna go ahead and set this one next to it here, and we're gonna do the Privé version. Privé version right here, and check this one out right quick. See if we can tell any differences with the Privé version of Isla Tropical. Privé. Here's my strip. Here we go. Yeah. Sorry, I had a phone call or something. I thought I turned off my phone calls, but I guess not. So if it happens again, I apologize. I'm gonna have to put this on. Like, are we still there? We still good? Yeah, I think we're still going. If you guys are still there, I don't know what just happened, but I just put my phone on uh, airplane mode. That way I won't get any interruptions. I don't know if it stopped the feed or how it's going to look in the final video. Okay, good. Thank you, Roger. All right, so the Privé version of this one, it's a little dirtier, honestly. Yeah, this one's pretty fresh and limey. This one smells to my nose like it has more coconut in it. I could be wrong. Right now, this one has more coconut, more pina colada-y going. But yeah, so far I like the original one better because this one does have more coconut in it. I do like the one with the more lime. Again, sorry if I'm if you guys have tried these and I'm like completely backwards. That's what first impressions do. I'm not an expert at these things. All right, so next we're gonna do citrus number one and citrus number one intense. Gonna be these two here. Go ahead and another strip here, cut it in half. And there we go. Now, I think I heard a blurb about this one actually, citrus number one. I think this might be Xerjoff Neo. I guess we'll see when I spray it, but I think I actually read that today in one of the groups, so I'm not sure. I don't want to freak you guys out about you know, possibly telling you that if it's not true, but yeah. So citrus number one. Here we go. Yeah, I definitely think this is Neo because it has that very strong, fresh petitgrain, very green, white floral, I think. Yeah, yeah, this is Neo for sure. This is actually pretty good. Again, I don't have these side by side. I don't have the real bottles anymore. I think I sold my bottle of Neo like a year ago. Liked it. It's a great scent, but you know, sometimes you know when with my channel, I have to keep the bottles coming in and recycling in and out. So I have to, you know, I'll bring them in, wear them for a while, do a video, and then sell them so I can keep the money for the channel coming in. But yeah, citrus number one smells like Neo to me. Yeah, very strong, very fresh, very crisp. Has a nice bite to it from the petitgrain. I believe it's petitgrain anyway. Yeah, it's sharp, citrusy, and woody. Yeah, this is a so far it's a decent clone. But again, I don't have the actual bottle of the real thing next to me, so I can't like do a side by side. But just on first impressions, this is not bad. Yeah. So let's get to citrus number one intense, which I gotta be honest with you guys. If they have two versions out, like if they have the regular and the intense version, I always go for the intense. I don't really even like even if I like the smell of the first one better, but the intense just to me it's like the intense with their products anyway, to my nose anyway, usually just means it's a little bit more amped up and maybe has a little bit more of the heavier notes in it, just slightly, just to make them a little bit heavier to last a bit longer. But I'll always go with the intense version, especially if they smell very similar, because to me, you know, hey, if it lasts longer, that's what I really care about. And if citrus number one intense is like the first one, the Neo clone, it's just stronger, then I'm definitely gonna end up probably getting this one because I do enjoy Neo in that type of fragrance. It actually sort of reminds me a little bit of, here's a tip for you guys. If you guys like Neo, but you don't like spending Neo prices, I might be wrong about this, but to my nose, the best like designer fragrance I could find compared to that one, it's not exact. It just has a lot of petitgrain, some white florals, and some woods. It's going to be Artesian Pure from John Varvatos. Again, it's not a clone of it. You know, you guys don't kill me on that one. It just, if you want something that smells similar, that's like, you know, you can probably get that. I think they're selling it at Marshalls and TJ Maxx now for like 30 bucks. Keep your eyes up for Artesian Pure in the white bottle. That one reminds me a bit of Neo. But so citrus number one intense. Let's go ahead and give it a first impressions. Make sure this is clean. Yes. Okay, here we go. Oh, there it goes. There we go. Okay, yeah. Um, Definitely a sharper version of the first one that I tried. It's a little bit sweeter. There's something else in this. It's given a bit of a herbally vibe that wasn't in the first. If it was in the first one, it's like stronger in this one. Yeah, yeah, but definitely it's just a amped up version of the first one we did here. Of the citrus number one. Now, I don't know who names these things, honestly. I mean, if I had a clone company, I don't think I would do like, I would try to make it look or sound like Neo. I definitely wouldn't do like some other companies. There's some other companies out there that'll do like, I think Dua, I think did Matrix, right? For Neo, I think is what it was. Because I guess Neo is the character in the movie Matrix, so you call it Matrix. It makes sense. But I guess I would like kind of go in a different direction with my names, but again, I don't have a company, so that's just my thoughts. I'd like to talk a lot. So if you guys haven't noticed that about me, half the reason why I make videos is because I like to talk. But yeah, so this was nice. And if out of the two, I would definitely get the intense version of Citrus number one. These are very decent clones. Again, I don't have the original next to me, but I recall I have a decent scent memory, like when I smell things. Um, Yeah, this one's a little bit sweeter. I mean, the original is no slouch though. The original Citrus number one is pretty good. Yeah, the intense is just a bit woodier, like a bit sweeter and woodier. But Citrus number one definitely reminds me of the original Neo a lot more because this is very sharp. This has a lot of bite to it, which I like that because usually when that stands out with this fragrance. My good friend Brandon, you guys know him, Art of Fragrance. He wore Neo not that long ago, and it's so funny when and I tell this. Hello, Saw Nine. I tell the story all the time about like fragrances. Like I'll wear something on myself and it smells good, close. But like, as soon as like Brandon, like, me and him will go grab lunch or something, he'll wear something and I go, man, what is that? It smells really good. And he's like, oh, he tells me, and it's something that I've already owned and I had no idea, that it smells like that. Now I know people talk about skin chemistry and stuff like that, but sometimes a fragrance just has to be smelled mixed with the air first. And when it's sitting real close to me, coming off like right here, I don't get that experience, honestly. I don't get the experience of a sillage when it's like right here. Now, when we go have lunch and he walks by me and it smells like something else, I'm like, oh man, what is that? And he tells me, I'm like, man, I think I sold my bottle. I might have to go pick that one back up because, I was clearly I didn't know how it smelled coming off of me. I just like the way it smelled close to me. But yeah, these Neo fragrances are gonna be are pretty good. This one's a little bit fresh, a little bit bitier, however the word. I'm pretty bad with finding words here, but yeah, this one it's a lot sharper, has a lot more bite to it. Woods and green notes, I think. Hey, Mike, I'm getting to Aqua and Aqua Intense here in a sec, but right now I'm on the Citrus number one and Intense, and these are good. And it's so funny. A second ago, I just said that I would pick the Intense over the original almost every time, but the first one, this is nice. The I might have to end up getting the Citrus number one because I like the Intense, but the number one reminds me a lot more of the original Neo. And it's actually a little bit stronger. This one's like more powdery, kind of, the Intense. It's a more subtle. The original Citrus number one, the Neo, the Zerjoff, the original one's actually a lot sharper, and I actually like that more. So I might have to remember that when I decide which bottles I'm going to get. Let's get to, right, that was those two. I want to try this Pour Homme. Okay, so I haven't tried this one yet. I think Someone just commented a second ago that they wanted to do Dior pour homes. Is that what you guys said? Someone out there mentioned that. So like the original Dior. Again, I don't know anything about these. They just have the brand information inside and the ingredients on the back and the name. So this says pour homme here. By the way, they do sell samples, guys. So if you guys can go on um, their website and buy some samples and whatnot. But so yeah, I guess this video is being sponsored by Parfums Vintage because they did send me these. I forgot to say at the beginning of the video, like I normally do. But this is unedited, folks. We're just going live here. Um, but yes, this is Pour Homme. Again, not sure what this is supposed to be. I believe someone in the comments said this is supposed to be Dior Homme, maybe. My first thought was that this was going to be like maybe an original creation from them. Like they're gonna say, you know what, like we're gonna make our own. You know, we're doing these clones and they're successful and they're great, but you know, we're gonna make our own. So we'll see. Here is the scent strip, fragrance here. Okay. You know, and I gotta be honest with you, this smells nice. Sometimes I'll go into these things expecting one thing, and then I'll completely get another, and I cannot for the life of me figure out what it's supposed to be. I haven't tried every fragrance in the world. This smells a little familiar, but honestly, I don't know what it is. I go into these things thinking, okay, I know it's going to be as soon as I smell it. I did the same thing for, was it, because I didn't have a lot of experience with the one from Roja Dove, the Blue Bottle Elysium. And they have one called Exaltant La Musque, I think is what it was called. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but, or Exaltant. Yeah, Exaltant Musk, something like that. And I picked the better of the two. I believe I got the Privé version or the darker version, the Noir, I think. But off the bat, I didn't know what that one was because I wasn't familiar with Elysium that much. I had to go get a sample of that one and try to compare the two. I know I tried Elysium one time, and that was months ago. Okay, so Pour Homme. This is nice. This smells like, this has like woods in it. I'm getting like sandalwood or like some cinnamon. Yeah. This kind of has like a barbershop vibe to it. It's very creamy. It's like creamy and woody. Could this be, you know, this kind of reminds me of a little bit of Carner Barcelona Elborn, maybe? Or like, so Carner Barcelona uses a lot of the same ingredients to make some of their fragrances. And like, I gotta be honest with you, like a few of their fragrances have the same vibe. They kind of have like a milky, kind of sandalwoody, it's like vanilla, spicy, kind of woody thing going with like 3 or 4 of their fragrances. I can't remember. I know one's like Elborn, another one's called I can't remember what they're all called. But if you guys know the house, you guys probably know which ones I'm talking about. This one kind of has a little bit of that like that milky kind of sandalwood, cinnamon, kind of spicy, sweet thing going. Kind of reminds me of their version of Parfums version of By Man. So when I first tried that one, I guessed it was By Man. I believe I did anyway. This obviously isn't it, but it kind of has that same kind of woody, kind of creamy fougere thing going on here. But it's sweet. And I like that one a lot, actually. Yeah. You guys are going to have to help me out there if anyone knows what Pour Homme is from Parfums Vintage, because I did not do much research on these beforehand. I was just gonna go off just what the old nose could pick up. So yeah, but thanks everyone for watching out there. I appreciate y'all tuning in. I don't know if 8:30 was too late for you guys or too early or whatnot, but so yeah, Pour Homme. Not really sure what this is, but oh well. Okay, so now we have Aqua and Aqua Intense. And now I already tried this one. Full disclosure, I tried this one. I got these. Oh, is it Gucci Envy? Okay. Yeah, I've tried Gucci Envy one time. Although people love that one, and kind of going off of it does remind me a little bit of what was that Carvin Pour Homme was the one that everyone said kind of smelled a little bit like Gucci Envy. So at least I got the I think I what was it the barbershop vibe. I think Gucci Envy has a bit of that going with it. So I've definitely picked up on that. But if this is what Gucci Envy smells like, I'm kind of missing out on Gucci Envy because I actually had a bottle of it, but I ended up selling to a friend of mine. I didn't even spray it. I just wanted it because it was very low on juice, and he really wanted it. So I picked it up from another person in a swap, and then I gave it to them. But yeah, that Pour Homme is actually nice. I didn't know that Gucci Envy smelled like that, and who knows? Again, I don't have them both side by side, but this is definitely. I mean, it smells very very nice. Some clone houses out there, there I don't know if it's our perfumers like alcohol they use or something. Have like a weird dry down smell, and Parfums Vintage does not have that. And I've worn quite a few of their fragrances over the last couple of years, and so I could definitely say that this is like all these so far are very high quality. I'm gonna go back and smell these in a minute for the dry down. But yeah, so right now we have Aqua Intense and Aqua, the original here. Now I did smell the Aqua when it first came in. It didn't have a card. I actually got this one after I got this one. Maybe they didn't have samples in or something, but. And I believe this was Invictus Aqua 2016. Now I gotta be honest with you, I've tried Invictus Aqua, and out of all the ones they sent me that day, I believe it was the uncarded ones. I like this one the best. I think I even emailed them back and told them, man, that Aqua is something special. It smells great, and again, I don't have Invictus Aqua 2016 in front of me. I used to own it a while back, 2016 probably, but I did like this one. The opening was great. We'll revisit this one right now. But yeah, I remember really liking that one. And again, if the Intense is just stronger, oh yeah, this is very nice. Yeah, if you guys like Invictus Aqua 2016, you're gonna like this one. I mean, I did a video on Hawass a couple of weeks ago or a few weeks ago. Hawass from was it Rasazi, and that one's compared to Invictus Aqua. So if you already have that one, you might be happy with that one because that one is pretty potent, guys. I'm telling you. If you guys go back in my video and watch that review I did on that one, I really did like that fragrance. This is reminiscent of that. All this, but I said that Hawass reminded me of 2016, so of Invictus Aqua. But right now, yeah, I'm digging this one. Yeah, if you guys liked Invictus Aqua 2016, you're gonna like. Aqua from Parfums Vintage. It's very nice. It has the ambergris, but it's not too much. It's got a lot of fruit in it. It's sweet. It's fresh. Yeah. So if you guys remember what that one smells like, you're gonna like this one. I'm looking forward to the Intense though because I have not tried this one yet. So this one will be new. Aqua Intense. There we go. I have my light on here, but so. Let's try this one out. See how it compares to the original. All right. Yeah. Smells pretty much the same, just a bit creamier and more intense. I mean, obviously it's in the name. If I were to pick these two, obviously with this one, I think I'm going to pick the Intense because why not, right? Like, why not? If you like the original and it lasts, I don't know, 6 hours, why not get the Intense if it lasts 8 to 10? Because right now, this one has maybe a bit stronger woody notes in it, but it's still sweet and fruity. Still got the ambergris going. But yeah. Definitely liking this one. Again, I do own Hawass, but if I'm having to pick which one of my favorites, it's going to be the Intense version of the Aqua. All right, so that is that one, and we have is that it? Oh yeah, we have Alpine Winds. Now I do know what this one is because again, I got these first. These were the ones that just came without the card, and then I got these like a week before I got the newer ones. So I did try these. They are Silver Mountain Water, and if you guys are Silver Mountain Water fans, think you guys are gonna like these. Now, I believe the intense version, to my nose, had more of the inky smell to it, and it's like it has more like florals. Maybe I can't really recall what's in Silver Mountain Water from Creed, but I believe there's white florals or just some sort of florals in there. But anyway, this one seems a little bit more unisex or feminine leaning unisex for this one. So whatever gives it that inky smell is going to be higher in the intense version of Alpine Winds, um, which I gotta be honest with you, I like them both. I mean, I've tried some batches of Silver Mountain Water and it had the inky note, um, and I liked it. But the intense version, which is this one here, it really did smell a lot more feminine to my nose. But yeah, definitely Silver Mountain Water. It's not as I can't remember what's in Silver Mountain Water. It's like black currant and some citruses or something. But yeah, the intense is definitely inkier. I'm getting the green notes. Yeah. Um, I mean, I like it. And again, going back to what I said before, um, if I was going to choose between the two, I'd probably pick this one just because it is more intense, guys. Like, and I'm assuming the concentration is going to be higher. If not, they just added some extra, notes to kind of make it a bit stronger. Here's Alpine Winds, the original. Yeah, definitely a huge difference here. Yeah. So Silver Mountain Water is just, or the I'm sorry, the Alpine just smells like your typical Silver Mountain Water, and if you like that, then that's cool because it smells like the original Silver Mountain Water. But the intense is just more intense. It's got a stronger inky note. Whatever gives it that Silver Mountain Water DNA, it's definitely stronger than the intense version. So if I had my choice, I'd definitely go with that one as well. The only one that I think that I wouldn't pick the intense version of right now is that Neo, that Citrus Number One, because that Citrus Number One actually smelled better than the intense version, or at least had more of that DNA that I liked in the original Neo from Zirjoff. All right, so that's all of them for the line right now that I have. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of go back over and see what they smell like in the dry down. So this is the Isla Tropical, the Virgin Island water. Yeah, I did like Russia Unicorns myself. I didn't like the name though. I think I mentioned that in the video that I really liked the fragrance, and I found that it had better performance than Mills Imperial, but that name just killed me. I mean, again, I'm not. There's no shade here. I'm just saying. Wow. Okay. So the Isla Tropical is still going. Man, that's the original Isla Tropical, not the Privé version. This one is booming off this card right now. The one with the heavy lime. The Privé's still there, but it's not as loud. And I guess it's just Privé. It's not supposed to be intense. So if I'm going to choose one from that, it's going to be the original Isla Tropical. Because this thing is lime heavy, coconut in the back, sea notes. I don't know if it's ambergris or sea salt or something. Yeah, definitely going to go with the original Isla Tropical. That one smells really good. It smells like it's a lot stronger than the Privé. So if you guys want to take notes, you guys can, if you guys want to go off my recommendations. All right, we're going to go back to the Neo, the Citrus Number One. This is the original. Yeah. Definitely kind of powdery. If you guys want to try a version of Neo that's a little bit creamier, now it's not a clone or anything like that. It's from the house of Eight Bob. It's called Memoirs de Moustique. That one reminds me a bit of Neo, but creamier. Not as not in your face, just not as green or as sharp. But it has some of those sharp notes, but it's creamy. If you guys can kind of picture that, citrusy, it's woody. but it's creamy at the same time. It's a really nice fragrance. I actually just picked up a couple of travel size bottles that I got for a good price of that one. A couple of 20 mils, so 40 mil I think I got of that one. Here's the intense version. Man, this is gonna be tough because the intense version has a really nice creamy woody dry down. Well, the original just has more of that citrus in it. A lot more of the citrus notes still chilling on top there. And the intense has the same thing, but it's like a little creamier and still stronger. So I might have to change my mind. We'll see. You know, I tend to go with my gut. My gut always says go with the intense version. And so, oh, actually, I forgot a couple, guys. I'll get to those in a second after I do the rest of these dry downs here. We're gonna go back to the Parfums. That's the Gucci Envy. Someone mentioned that. Thank you so much for letting me know what that one was supposed to be. But if you guys like Gucci Envy or that type of fragrance, you're gonna like this one because, you know, this kind of reminds me a little bit. There's got to be some patchouli in this or something, some sandalwood. I'm definitely getting a patch vibe, but it's like sort of reminds me a little bit of Lidge. I don't know. That's why I said patchouli and maybe sandalwood, or definitely patchouli. But this definitely has that barbershop vibe that people, some people love. I do like some barbershop fragrances. This one's not bad, actually. All right, let's go to, oh yeah, we already did, so we'll do Aqua and then Aqua Intense. Yeah. Aqua's still good. The Aqua's keeping the nice, like sea salty fruitiness going. While the Intense seems to be a little bit not as strong. If you guys can believe that. All right, now let's go to Alpine Winds. Whoa. Sorry about the dog barking in the background. Yeah, so the Alpine Winds Intense, which is the Silver Mountain Water, it's very sharp, very green. I think. Wait a minute, did I lose one here? Hold on a second. These two. Actually, wait. Yes. Okay. Let me start over. I grabbed the wrong one. Okay, so Alpine Winds Intense. Wow. Okay, so the original Alpine Winds, it's got a bit of a smoky vibe. Yeah, sorry about the dog again. If you guys can hear that, I never hear dogs in my neighborhood, but apparently today they're going to be barking. So, yeah. So Alpine Winds, man, I don't know. These are both pretty good. The original is actually on the strip. What's up, Ryan Purse? The Alpine Winds on the strip, the original is actually smelling a little bit stronger than the Intense, and I went pretty strong on both of these. But yeah, definitely getting more ink on the Intense version of this Alpine Winds, which is Silver Mountain Water. But yeah, this is going to be tough to decide which one I want to actually get a bottle of for review. But the original is actually holding on a lot more. And it smells really good. Both of them smell great, but this one is smelling better to me at the moment. This one's like a little more wearable, I think. This doesn't have as much of the inky note. So I might have to go with the original. We'll see. All right, so here we're going to do the SOU 20 and SOU 22. I'm definitely going to need y'all's help out there. If you guys know what these are, maybe my subscriber out there who told me what the Gucci Envy was, We got SOU. There it is right there. SOU 22. Just guessing on these when I first tried them a while back. I didn't know what they were. It sort of had like a salty watermelon thing, so I thought maybe it was like a different version of Rush of Unicorns. I mean, it said O, like SOU. I thought maybe it was going to be Scent of Unicorns or Spartans of Unicorns. I have no idea, you know. But, you know, if you, again, if anybody can help me out there what this is supposed to be, please tell me, because I didn't know. At first I thought it was sort of like Baccarat 2 Rouge 540, but they already made one, Sunset in Heaven. So I was like, man, what is this? I don't know if it's supposed to be, you know. Yeah, see, because the opening, sorry about that. The opening is like fruity. It kind of reminds me a little bit of their version. I think it was their version of Mont Blanc Emblem, or someone did one of Mont Blanc Emblem a while back. Maybe it wasn't these guys, but so it kind of smells a little bit like Mont Blanc Emblem, with like a little bit of like that sweetness, that candy. I'm sorry, what's it called? The cotton candy sweetness. But they already did Sunset in Heaven. I don't think they're gonna do an extrait version like the red bottle of Baccarat. So, and you know, again, I don't think it is because it doesn't smell enough like it. These guys are usually on point with their perfumes. But this one does remind me a bit of, if you can just picture like sea salt, watermelon from Military Imperial, but a little bit of that cotton candy sweetness from Baccarat. Then I'm getting the SOU, I believe it was the 22. And last time I smelled a fragrance, it smelled like this. It was Mont Blanc Emblem, I think. But again, sometimes I feel silly because like they'll send me stuff and I don't know what it is, and then I'll try it and I'm completely wrong on what my assessment was. I got all the other ones right, you know, where I first smelled them, but this one, sometimes I just, you know, I haven't smelled everything, so. But this is pleasant. Not my favorite of all these, but it's definitely pleasant. I'm just interested to know what these are. All right, so let's try the SOU 20. So guys, I got a couple of videos in the works right now. I'm actually doing the updating process as we speak. I'm staring at both of the bottles right now. One of them is going to be the new, was it Emporio Armani, Stronger With You Intensely. I don't think that's in the States yet, but I could be wrong. And I actually got my hands on a decant of the new Jeremy fragrance, Office One, the very controversial, highly talked about video. And in my video, guys, I'm not going to get into any drama. I'm not going to get into any kind of discussions about that. Honestly, I got too much stuff going on in my own life to care about all that stuff. I just like discussing perfumes, and I like trying stuff out. I love talking in front of people. I love talking to you guys, and I played music for a long time. I just do my own thing. I don't get involved in that kind of stuff. I stay in my own lane. I think I mentioned that in my video. But that will be out soon. I'll be doing the update for that. Maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow, we'll see. But yeah, so if you guys can look forward to a couple of new videos, those are going to be the two that I have in the works. And just depending, because I got a decant, if you guys can believe it. You guys know that I just try to do full bottle reviews. Well, as some of you guys know, that Jeremy's fragrance was like a Kickstarter thing, and not everyone got a chance to get one. Or everyone had a chance, but not everyone got their hands on one. And I didn't get a bottle. I just got a decant because I just wanted to try it. So it's going to be a decant review, but I do have a presentation on there to show you guys what it looks, the bottle in the box looks like. Although I'm pretty sure you guys have all seen it by now. But yeah, and the Intensely is one that we're going to discuss. I'm not going to tell you guys too much about the Emporio Armani Stronger With You Intensely. Let's just say it's a fragrance, and it's an intense version of Stronger With You. So let's get to, actually, let me try to get another strip here, because I think I might have already used this one here. So SOU 20, and see if I can figure out what it is. Okay. So it's definitely kind of reminds me of the one, the 22 that I just tried. Although this one's a bit louder. Maybe because it's also just still fresh on the sheet here, but yeah. Um, yeah, this is not bad. Again, I still don't know what it is. Somebody out there, please throw me a lifeline here. Sorry, my face is red. I went running today and I was like directly in the sunlight, so you guys can see it all right here. It's like beat red, look like a lobster. But yeah, so I'm gonna probably gonna wrap this up here pretty soon. So if you guys want to ask any questions, like while you guys have me here, please feel free to shoot a question down there if I can get to it. If I, these things, do you like Creed Viking? Honestly, I do like Creed Viking. Honestly, sort of reminds me a bit of Silver Mountain Water. I'm sorry, not Silver Mountain Water. Spice and Wood. Excuse me. Kind of reminds me a bit of Spice and Wood. And I was literally talking to Brandon. And I, people don't know this. Brandon's like a really good friend of mine. He lives like really close to me. We hang out all the time. He's one of the few friends in Fragcom that actually lives in DFW. I did meet a couple of new friends. Um, in DFW. I don't hang out with him as much, but we literally discussed that today about Viking, and he, and I had Viking and actually sold my bottle because tax man came, had to pay out in taxes this year, so had to sell a little bit of my collection to kind of get the money back in my accounts. But he didn't like Viking as much because it reminded him of Silver Mountain Water. My thoughts on X Batch. I liked it actually. I actually liked X Batch Intense. I think is what it was. If you guys are contemplating getting X Batch, X Batch from Parfums Vintage, I like the Intense version. I believe it was the Intense version. They had one. The one in the gold box, maybe? I can't recall. Anyway, I did a video on it, I believe, and I think I might have given away the bottle. I'm not sure, but I really liked that one. It was sweeter. It wasn't all in Broxton like the original, I believe. The original Xbox, I think, batch came in a gold box with the black label, and that one was a bit too sauvage for me. I'm not a big fan of Ambroxan. I don't know if you guys, depending on who watches my videos or not, some of y'all may know that. Some Ambroxan is fine. Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Sun that just came out had a good amount of Ambroxan. Their intense version of Light Blue was like sickening. It had too much Ambroxan in it. It was way over the top. I didn't like it. To me, to my nose, for my liking, it smells too much like body odor. Like when someone walks by me wearing Sauvage, I'm like, geez, guys, like it smells like armpits. But that's just me. If you guys wear it, please, more power to you. We're all different. We all like different stuff. I just never liked it. But the X Batch Intense, I think, was my favorite. That one was actually, to my nose, more wearable. It was sweeter, had more citrus notes, I believe, if I recall, and something in it gave it a sweetness that I just really, really enjoyed. I was like, wow, here's a version I could actually wear. It wasn't super, in your face with the Ambroxan. I think it was a perfect blend of Aventus Sauvage, with a bit of sweetness. So yeah, if you guys are gonna, get that one, try that one. Sunset in Heaven, I did like that one. I believe that's the Baccarat Rouge, their impression of that one, and I like that one. I believe the original Baccarat Rouge was a bit sweeter, and I do hear that's a lot of people's complaint with that one, that it's too sweet, a little too cotton candy sweet. I happen to like that. Um, so the Parfums Vintage version wasn't as sweet to my nose, but it was still good. I definitely knew what it was. But the sweetness in the original kind of made it shine a little bit more and last a little bit longer. Um, a little bit longer. But yeah, and so sorry, I'm like really bad when I start reading something on screen. I kind of lose my train of thought. This is why I have so many jump cuts in my videos, because whenever I do my videos, I have to I'll have to do it in segments. I'm being completely real with you guys. This is why my videos are all chopped up, is because I'll do is I have to segment it out, because if I start talking about something, I kind of lose my train of thought, and so I have to kind of start over. And so that's why my format sort of moved to that. But it's a little bit easier to do those videos nowadays. But yeah, Just Add Light. I will do a quick summary on those. Again, I sort of did one a minute ago, but I'll do a real fast one before. Memo Tamarindo. No, I have not tried that one. I'm guessing it has tamarind in it, which I believe is a fruit that's used in a lot of Mexican candies. I know that because I ate them as a child. But yeah, again, guys, I don't know what this is, what the SOU 20 or SOU 22 is, but right now I like the 20 better. Just most watch on fence since their favorite smell ever. Okay. Yeah, I know, buddy. Like seriously, women love Sauvage. He was somebody just commented and said that their wife loves it, and I applaud that, man. Like I do, women do love Sauvage. I don't know like how or why, but with me, I don't get it. Never understood it. And again, I'm not bashing anybody. Y'all wear what you wear. If it gives you, if it makes you feel good, I wear fragrances a lot because it makes me feel good. It puts me in a good mood. And also, who doesn't like being complimented and who just doesn't like smelling clean all the time, right? So, yeah, so SOU 20 is right now, it's going to be my favorite. Again, if you guys know the name of this one, please let me know. I did do one a while back and they hid the name as well because it wasn't on the market yet and they didn't. Um, what's your top three colognes right now that work on you for compliments? Oh, man, compliments, top three right now. Ooh. I will say the last, and this ironically enough, is I'm doing a Parfums vintage video right now discussing their samples here, but their Vanilla Intense. Oh, you're welcome, Jason. Their Vanilla Intense gets me compliments all the time. Now I knew I liked it because I happen to like sweeter, scents, and when they added a little bit more of a vanilla into that Aventus, like an Aventus clone, I guess. I liked it a lot more. I enjoyed wearing it. I wore it to Boston. I wore it all the time. It's very wearable. It's very easy to wear. I last time I wore it, or at least the where I got the most feedback was a few weeks ago, maybe a month or so ago, and I put it on that morning, and I didn't have time to go home, and I had a bunch of events going on, so I was like sweating, and it was warm out, and I been out and about all day, and then I met up with Art of Fragrance Brandon, and he met up with me and some friends like 9, 10 hours later because I put it on like at 9 in the morning, so maybe it was like in the afternoon, 7 o'clock, something like that, however many hours that is. And he was like, "Man, are you wearing a Ventus?" He thought I was wearing a Ventus, and I told him I was wearing Vanilla Intense, and he's like, "Man, it smells." He's like, "Dude, that's booming, bro. It's booming, bro." And so I was like, "Man, that's probably like the best compliment I've gotten." Because the fact that he said it was still booming and it was that much like longer in the day, like later in the day, like that was amazing. I was like, man, okay. So, and I'm actually in the process of trying to get another bottle of Vanilla Intense because I do really like that one. Oh, thank you very much, Miguel. So that'd be one of them. Man, I have a lot. I should do a collection video. People keep asking me. I really should do one, but I haven't yet. I'm just trying to take a look at my collection here behind the camera of something that I get complimented on all the time. Let's see. I sort of just have them like all about, out and about, just right there. Um, let's see. Tuscan leather always gets me compliments. I have not tried Emperor X-Straight. Someone before this question, someone said they love it, and I've not tried that one yet. I've been hearing a lot of good things about it. Honestly, when it comes to the Aventus batches, I'm sort of ignorant to a lot of them. I just know about the real popular ones. I happen to be more of a fruity batch guy when it comes to those. Um, because that's the one I kind of gravitate towards. I didn't like the smoky versions. I didn't like um, what else is there? There's a ton of versions or variations of those batches, right? So I did like the fruitier versions of those. High pineapple, low smoke, good longevity, and I got that with a bit more um, vanilla intense. But let's see. Yeah, and King Intense was one of my favorites too. I did like King Intense. I guess I need to get my nose on this Emperor Extra. I haven't had a chance. The fact that it says X straight on the bottle kind of intrigues me a little bit. Yeah, exactly. See, I know I sell a lot of my fragrances to, if I have a real world bill, I'll have to sell a couple of fragrances. I gotta be honest with you. This is, I was gonna make a video separately. I don't usually do like side videos, but I kind of wanted to make a video discussing why fragrance collecting or fragcom is like one of the best communities or one of the best hobbies out there. And there's just so many different cool reasons why I enjoy doing this, but one of them really was because it's like Christmas every day, right? You order something and you get it in the mail. Who doesn't love getting a big package in the mail and opening it up like it's Christmas morning, and or having something left at your front It's kind of like the gratification that we get from the the little red notification deal on Facebook. You know, everyone kind of feels happy when they get a notification, or you hear that bing from your text message. You know that someone's contacting you. Sort of the same thing. I love getting like packages in the mail and kind of opening up and then looking at the presentation and stuff. So yeah, Fragcom's a great community to be a part of. I've made lots of great friends. Shout out to Glenn Davis. I actually got a chance to meet Mr. Cologne here in Dallas at a. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you can see our picture we took together. I met him on Saturday at a grand opening of the Scent Room. If you guys, anybody who lives in the DFW area or you're planning on visiting Dallas, check out the Scent Room. I believe that's what it's called. It's on McKinney Avenue and Lemon, I believe, right next door to one of my favorite restaurants I used to play music at, Uptown Pub. But yeah, you guys check that place out. It's awesome. Check out their Instagram page. I went and got a chance to meet, is it Christopher Petrovich? Christian Petrovich, I believe that's his name. He is the perfumer and owner of the brand Argos perfumes, and got a chance to shake his hand and try his stuff, and we took a picture together as well. So you guys, I encourage you guys to please follow me on Instagram. There you go. You guys can see, what I got going on, just outside of just doing videos and stuff. Yeah. So, but I still have two other ones. I don't know. A lot of them get me compliments. Honestly, I get compliments when I wear Valentino Uomo Intense. Let's see. A design monster that always gets me compliments. And my buddy wore it, and I was like, "Dang, dog, you smell good." And he used my bottle. Let's see here. What's it called? Ultramall. I do enjoy wearing Ultramall like year round, even though it's a very heavy kind of club fragrance. I do enjoy wearing that one. I think I got Aqua Celestia Forte question about how many sprays. Those atomizers give a lot of juice. So I'd say just maybe I'd probably go 6. I mean, it's pretty heavy, but I'd still do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 on the chest, 2 in the front, 2 in the back. Terre de Hermes. Oh, Fresh. Actually did like that one. The reason why I bought it, and I kind of blind bought it, was because someone told me it reminded them of Clinique Happy. Now, I know Clinique Happy is kind of cheesy, and it's kind of cheap, and it doesn't last very long, but I gotta be honest with you guys, I love the way that stuff smells. I just don't know why Clinique hasn't come out with like a stronger version of that. Yeah, so Terre de Hermes Au Fresh with the white spinny cap thing. I bought that because someone said it smelled like that. Sorry, but yeah, so I got that one, and I did not like it. Yeah, I didn't like the Terre de Hermes Au Fresh. It was more citrusy, but it still had a lot of that vetiver. I think, if I recall, it was still too dirty. Not a huge fan of Terre de Hermes. It's that vetiver in there that gives it that earthiness, that dirtiness that I'm not a big fan of. But yeah, so once in the same. What was the last frag you wore? Once in the same week. Let's see. I've been really wearing a lot of that. Again, I'm trying to give you guys like stuff that's like some niche stuff, some heavy hitters. But there's some stuff in my collection that honestly, like I'm wearing a lot of the clones, man. Like the LaVenture Night. I did a video on that one. Dude, I went through like more than half of my 100 ml bottle. That stuff is great. I don't know if you guys have gotten your nose in that one yet, but it smells really good. I was really surprised by how long it lasted, and it's like green Irish tweed with like more citrus, like a sweet citrus thing going to it. That one always gets me complimented as well. And I'm gonna do a summer video soon. So if I can get to a couple of those, I will. But I'm trying to get to everyone's questions. Sorry, but yeah, let's see, Porum is a clone of Dolce & Gabbana. Well, I don't know. Maybe it is. Someone said Gucci Envy. So, I mean, I did get like a barbershop vibe, but who knows? I mean, I guess time will tell. I didn't get any cliff notes with these. But real quick, let's recap these fragrances right fast. I'll try to answer some more of y'all's questions. Isla Tropical is... Isla Tropical, Virgin Island water. Yeah, okay, so I'm definitely liking The non-Privé version, the original, is right now probably one that I'm gonna get my hands on. This thing is lime heavy. This thing is lime heavy, and it is um, not. There's coconut in here, but it's definitely lime heavy. So if you guys don't like the coconut in that, you guys probably want to get the original Isla Tropical. All right. Citrus number one is the Neo. Okay, here's the original. Yeah, citrus number one, intense, is the Neo version, but the intense version. Yeah. See the citrus, the original was actually going a little bit stronger, but now it's like toned down quite a bit. The intense version's still going, so I may have to redact my original statement or retract my original statement and go with the intense of the citrus. But that is supposed to be Zirjoff Neo. Let's see. Yeah, the Pour Homme, guys, someone mentioned it was probably what Dolce Gabbana Pour Homme. It doesn't smell like that, but unless you meant like the 80s one from back in the day, but it doesn't smell like the one from from Italy with the pill bottle with the label on there on the front, the little sticker. Aqua and Aqua Intense. That is Invictus Aqua 2016. Probably going with the intense version of this one as well. Smells really nice. If you guys like Invictus Aqua, this one's very reminiscent to that. Let's see here. Alpine Winds. That is the Silver Mountain Water. This is the intense. More ink, more of the ink note. I don't know what gives it that inky smell. I'm sure it's, something, but yeah. And I might have lost my other one here. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. So this one's going to be interesting because the original Alpine Winds smells better than the intense. This is Parfums Vintage. Um, so yeah, the original Alpine Winds is better than the intense version of Alpine Winds Intense. Yeah, I agree that Parfums Vintage has been doing a great job lately. I'm glad that I'm like, been working with them because they have quality stuff. I love promoting companies that have good quality. And so far they've been hitting these clones out of the ballpark. Some people go like, "Oh, another clone." I'm like, "Well, yeah, they're a clone house. I mean, I don't know what you guys expect. I mean, if you guys want them to start producing and making their own fragrances, okay, that's one thing. But I think they're doing pretty good with just doing the clones. I mean, who doesn't want a cheaper version of something that costs $500? I don't know, but and I still don't know what SOU 20 or 22 is. Although if I chose right now, 22 is gonna be probably the best one. I think no 20. So if anybody out there knows what SOU 20 is, I do like 20 better than 22. It smells like Mont Blanc emblem, but again, could be wrong. The Sunset in Heaven version is, if you want to say masculine is less sweet, then yes, it's more masculine leaning because it's not as sweet as the original um, Baccarat Rouge 540. It's not as candy, was it cotton candy sweet? It's a little bit less. But if you like that, then get it. But if not, I don't know what to tell you. My thoughts on Arofa by Creed. I do like Arofa, and Um, I wouldn't mind Parfums Vintage coming out with an Arofa clone, actually, like an intense version, because I have an issue with the longevity on that one, on Arofa, the Creed one. I can't remember what's in it. I do love the name though. I think what I heard was it is all of their kids' names, I believe. Um, I guess it's not really an acrostic. Is it an acrostic? Anyway, it's all their kids' first letters of their names. So it's Irwin for E, and then all the other ones. I don't know all their names. So I thought that was really a really cool kind of creative way to name a fragrance, and it just sounds kind of cool. But yeah, Arolfa by Creed reminds me a lot of what Sprite would smell like, or kind of what Sprite smells like if you were to crack open a Sprite can and kind of smell it. There's more ambergris in it, so it's way more sea salty, but it has like that lime kind of fresh kind of fizziness that I really liked about Arofa. But you know, yeah, I ended up selling my bottle. Just it didn't last long enough for me. I'd put it on a hot summer day and it was gone like in a couple of hours. With what the price you're paying for, it's not really worth it. This is why Parfums Vintage should make a clone of that one. If they do, just kind of um, start off making it stronger from the beginning, and then if you make it intense, just make it even stronger than that. But so Parfums Vintage, sometimes they do. Yes, sometimes they'll send me an email and say, hey, we're sending you some samples. Here's what they're inspired by. But I want to say I told them a while back like they don't have to. Because I like trying to figure that out myself, because and that makes kind of sense, right? Because I want to see if whatever they're making reminds me of what I remember of something smell like. So to me, it sort of makes sense. Any gin fragrances out there? Oh man, there is a gin fragrance that I remember. I gotta be honest with you. If you want, the best thing to do, um, is go to Fragrantica and just type in the word gin in the search, and it'll pull up every fragrance with gin in it. Or you can just go to Fragrantica and find a fragrance with gin, like a gin note in it. Or actually, I think that would be juniper berries, correct? You guys can correct me if I'm wrong out there. I think juniper is what's used to make gin. So if anything has juniper in it, it's going to smell like gin, I believe. If not, just type in the word gin and then click on the like the actual note, and it'll tell you more about it, and it'll tell you fragrances that have gin note and or juniper in it. That way you guys can check that out. But yeah, so I really do enjoy most of these new spring versions of the you know uh, yeah, I actually have. I'll finish my thought real quick. I do enjoy these new spring 2019 versions of the spring ones. Someone just asked me about Imbue. I do like that one actually. That is the Gucci Pour Homme 2. They made a version of that, and they fixed the problem, which was the longevity and the performance of the original. The original, I think, lasted like an hour, maybe an hour and a half. And Imbue, I think, lasts like, man, I think I got a good, like, I got, 2-3 hours of good projection. I go heavy on the trigger, guys. I know some people go, man, in the comments are like, oh, you go overboard, you spray way too much. Okay, that's fine. That's just me. I like to spray a lot of fragrance on. I don't think I'm that guy who sprays too much fragrance on. Because if it's already like loud, I'm not gonna put more on to make it even louder. Like if it's like Lidge or Journeyman or one of these fragrances that are just that's the beast mode, I'm just gonna go with a few actually. Um, Definitely not the straight versions, but yeah, with Imbue, I think I went about 6 sprays with that one. I got decent performance out of that one. 6 hours maybe, which is way better than the original, and it smells nice. I think there's like cinnamon, tobacco, and some other stuff in there. But yeah, that one was really nice. I was pleasantly surprised by that one, and I was sort of see. And again, like I mentioned earlier in the video, uh, Damien, I don't know if he's in the fragrance groups or not, but he at least listens to the concerns of the consumer. Now I know some fragrance, like some houses do that, and they'll I guess I don't know if they have like people who work for their company who are like common folk who come and hang out in the groups, or if there's maybe just answering emails and people are complaining about certain things with the fragrance. But I think that Damien is actually part of the community, and I don't know him personally. I never met him before, and I'm just using maybe logic. I guess I know he's in the groups. I think I've seen him in there a couple of times. Anyway, all that to say is that I think that he is doing it right by seeing what everyone's complaints are about certain fragrances and then fixing that. If there's longevity issues with Gucci Pour Homme 2, then make them stronger. Because clearly people love that fragrance. People love the way it smells. They just don't like how long it lasts. Okay, so let's make it smell the same, but just make it last longer. Problem solved. Hopefully you're selling bottles and you're making people happy at the same time. I like that one. I thought it was a great release. So I don't know how their releases work. I don't know how how that works. Like you know, uh, when it comes to how they release stuff, because it seems like they release like 5 or 6 at a time, which is cool. but it's kind of hard to keep up with. You know, like I don't like man, you guys like release 5 or 6 new ones. Like maybe they do it by season. I don't know. I don't know how their business model works when it comes to how they release fragrance. Frankly, it's none of my business. That's their stuff. I just enjoy smelling them. So I appreciate them sending me these samples so I can test them out. And if I get a couple of bottles of these, and I'll do a review. And I will be doing another video, or I'm sorry, not another video, but another giveaway soon of one of their bottles. I like to do those whenever I have like I hit 1,000 subscribers. Like so, right now I'm at 6.5 maybe. I don't really know how many I have, but if I hit 7, I would love to do like a bottle giveaway. I think next time around I might do something more. If I ever get to 10,000, we'll see how long that takes. But if I ever get to 10,000 subs, that'd be great. That'd be a cool milestone, and I would definitely give away something a lot more than just one thing. But that's going to take some time. But I do love giving. I haven't done a decant giveaway in a while. I don't know why. I just sort of stopped. I know. Here's what it was, because I ran out of decants, and so because I split a lot of bottles, guys. If you guys don't know that about me, I split lots of bottles, and so that kind of helps pay for the bottle. So, and if anyone new to the fragrance community, or you have been in the fragrance community, you just never thought about it or asked any questions about how it works, um, the best and easiest way to build your collection, in my opinion, is to run a split. Now, where you find these people could be at work. You can find just your friends. You can go at Fragcom, on Facebook or Instagram. All you need is 5 people, depending on how much juice you want in the bottle left over. But let's say that you have a 100 ml bottle of Montal, and you only want 30 ml because Montal is pretty strong, or you just want to fill your collection. Then you buy decant bottles, and you find 7 friends, and you sell them samples. You make your money back, or you just make some money back. You don't have to make it all back. You don't want to overcharge or anything like that. But these are $1. Shipping is $3.50 or $3.75. I think it went up $3.85 or something like that now. So that's about $4.85, $5. Split them. Just spray spray directly in here. Seal them, protect them, mail them out, get your money back. But you get to keep the bottle. So again, I was gonna make a sort of a video on that too one day if I just got bored, to kind of help out the new guys in the fragrance community who are like, man, I love this hobby, but it's just too expensive. It's true. It's a very expensive fragrance, and or I'm sorry, it's a very expensive hobby. Sorry, I went running earlier. Still a little tired, but it's an expensive hobby. But there's ways to fill your collection and get a little bit, get your collection filled, get a little bit of juice, and still be able to share it with other people. I heard a guy tell me the other day. Actually, I think it was Glenn, Mr. Cologne. We spoke at the grand opening of the Scent Room, and he mentioned that he had ran a split with some friends at one of these locations. So they went and all got a bottle, and they all split it right there at the location. So I thought that was pretty cool. I think they all brought their own 10 ml bottle. They all brought their own decants, and they all decided ahead of time, hey, we're gonna get this one and split it, which I think is really cool and helps out the business, and it helps everyone out to really experience the fragrance. But yeah, so those were the new 2019 spring releases from Parfums Vintage. I've been on here for 73 minutes. So yeah, but sorry I couldn't answer everyone's questions, guys. When I get put on the spot, I kind of clam up a little bit. I have quite a few fragrances here. But yeah, this is why I make the top 10 videos. Usually my top 10, those are the ones that get noticed the most, those are the ones that I like the most. But like I mentioned before, guys, I got a couple of videos coming out pretty soon. Just all really depends on which one I get finished first. But the first half of the videos are already done. I'm going to do Emporio Armani's Stronger With You Intensely. I'm going to do a first impressions of that one and a update video. And I'm also going to do the Jeremy fragrance video. And I know that there's a lot of controversy going on behind that stuff. Again, not here for all that. I'm just here to review the fragrance and talk about it and see if it's any good. And I'm not gonna reveal anything right now, but you guys have to tune into the video. I will be releasing that video maybe tomorrow, the day after that, something like that. I do have quite a busy weekend, so I want to get it out before Saturday. That way you guys can have a video this week. If you guys want to include this one, that's fine. This will be my video for the week, but I could probably do the update video maybe tonight or tomorrow afternoon or something like that after work. But yeah, so guys, thank you guys so much. I'm assuming that if you're a subscriber, you can only be notified of this. But if anyone out there for some reason isn't subscribed to me, please subscribe. Like this video, share it if you can. Subscribe, follow me on Instagram, dollars and cents. And and I want to take this opportunity right now to a couple of questions, or I always get the same kind of comments. And I just kind of want to address those right quick. So yes, I do tuck my ears in my hat, guys. I'm sorry if that offends you guys. It's more comfortable. If I wear my hats the way I want them, my ears will look like this, and frankly, I think I look like an idiot. So yeah, I like wearing fitted hats, and I like to wear them low. And the only way I can have them sit on my head the way I like them to look is going to be if I tuck my ears in. So that's that. People always, well, in the past anyway, have commented on my goatee and said it was crooked. I'm sorry about that, guys. I have a mirror in my shower, and sometimes it gets kind of foggy, and I'm trying to and I'll wipe it off, and I'm trying to look. Sometimes I miss a spot. So forgive me, guys. Forgive me for having for having this crooked sometimes, but I've cleaned it up. I think it looks pretty good now. What else? Yeah, I mean, usually it's just the hat thing or the goatee thing. Yeah, that's really about it. But I hope you guys enjoy the videos. I'm just a simple dude, just trying to and the reason why I do this because I was a musician for a long time. You guys don't know that I played music for a long time, and I sort of kind of gave that up to pursue other things in life. So I still have the public speaking bug. I like to just talk to people, and I meet people all the time. I just love engaging folks and seeing what's on their mind and talking to people. And so this is a good way to do that by running the channel. I don't mind making videos. I think it's fun. In full disclosure, I actually hurt my foot around this time last year, last April. And so I had a lot of time to kind of just I wasn't able to run and work out and do stuff. So that's why I got the newer camera, and I actually had more time to actually kind of sit there and think about the format, and had time to kind of figure something out and how I want to do it, and kind of just go, it's not really, I'm kind of hurt. I can't really do much. I'm just going to figure out how to make this channel a little bit better. And so that's why the quality got better. And I like to keep the video short and sweet, the kind of person, the way I am when I think. I like to have a routine as much as maybe some viewers out there don't like the format of my videos. To me, the more I can put out videos a lot faster if I have a format. So if I have an intro, the presentation showing, let's discuss the notes and tell you guys the information on it, and we'll do a first impressions, and we'll do an update. That's simple for me. It's chopped up, and it makes the videos come out more. And so the easier it is for me, the more videos I can get out to you guys. And I hope you guys enjoy them. Again, I want to thank you guys so much for all the support over the years. I do want to do I missed it last September. I'm going to do it this fall, though. I missed my 5-year anniversary of being a reviewer. It was like September 19th, I think, is when I put out my first video, which I believe was Lidge. I was going to re-review that one. I thought it'd be fun to kind of re-review it now that I've been in the game for so long. But I'm gonna do something this year, like an anniversary video, 6 years or whatever of being a reviewer. But yeah, so guys, please, I implore. I like making fun of myself. I don't take myself too seriously, so please go back, to my first video and watch that one at my old apartment, guys. I swear I'm like a deer in headlights. I don't know what I'm doing. I think I've gotten a little bit better with being in front of a camera since then, so you guys can kind of compare and contrast the differences. I think it's funny. A friend of mine watched it, and she was like, yeah, you look like you're nervous and you don't really know what you're doing up there. I was like, yeah, I know, but I was watching reviewers for quite some time back in the day. I think I was watching Sebastian, Man Loves Cologne. I was watching Frankincense. If everybody out there remembers Frankincense from back in the day. Alan Alvarez, rest in peace to my good friend Alan. Chad, White Spirit Bear, that's what they used to call him back in the day, and he's a Gentleman's Journey now. And who else? 860 Cologne. Who else? What's his name? I can't remember his name. He's out in the UK. Oh my gosh, I feel bad. I can't remember his name, but he's a pioneer for me as well. And I was watching these guys' videos constantly, and I'm like, you know what? I think I can do that. I think I can set up a camera. And this is before I even had an iPhone. Like it's way easier to do videos now, like on the go and stuff. I have like some kind of flip camera or something like that. But yeah, so I kind of started off a little shaky, but I'm glad. I'm like where I'm at now. I like making these videos. I love Fragcom, and I love talking to you guys about fragrances. I think it's awesome. It gives me something to do in my spare time. So again, guys, please like, comment, subscribe. And oh, that's the other thing too. Sorry if you guys don't like the ending credits. That is the credits. I don't have a lot of video editing experience, so I can't add these cool graphics for you guys and all this other, all the extra. So I just got to keep it short and sweet at the end. So I apologize if that annoys you, but that's just the way it is right now. When I get a bigger budget and I can make some cool graphics for you guys, I will. But please, yeah, thanks again, guys, for watching this video. Let's see if I can do it right quick. Let's see, what do I'm completely forgetting what I say. So it's like, yeah, thanks again, guys, for watching the video on my channel. If you like the video and want to see more videos like it, please give me a thumbs up. I say, please consider signing up for notifications by hitting that notification bell. That way, when I upload new videos, you'll be the first to find out. What's the last one? Yeah, please follow me on Instagram, Dollars and Cents. Please like, comment, subscribe. And until the next video, you guys take care. Thanks. But seriously, guys, until the next video, you guys take care. Thanks. And I'm going to try to sign off now. I don't know if this is going to work or not. But yeah, so you guys, please take care of yourselves. Have a great weekend. You guys be safe out there.